Hare Krishna. We are continuing our discussion on the 24 Gurus of the Avadhuta Brahmana. The next Guru Avadhuta Brahmana made is Marriagable Girl. So let's see what he learned from this particular girl. Once there was a marriageable girl. She was alone in the house because her parents and relatives had gone to some distant place for some work. And during that time, some guest came to her home, especially desiring to marry her. And she thought this is a good chance to please them so they can marry with me. So she immediately went to the private place and started husking rice, so that she can make a proper preparation to feed them like that. And she started husking the rice, but she could notice that she had many bracelets on her arms, and they started colliding with each other, and that was actually producing the disturbing noise. So she feared, she thought that the people, the guest may think that this family is actually poor because they don't have a servant to do the menial task, and the bride herself is doing the menial task, so they may reject our family. So what she did, she removed her bracelet. She started removing her bracelet, and she kept only 2 bracelets on each arm, and she again started her own work of husking the rice. But she again could notice that still there were 2 bracelets, they were colliding with each other, and they were also making some particular kind of noise which was disturbing. So then she again removed one bracelet from each arm, and now there was only 1 bracelet on each arm. So there was no more noise, and she could work perfectly like that. So Avadhuta Brahmana explains what he learned from this particular story, from this particular marriageable girl. He says that till the time there are many people, there will be controversial situation, there will be a conflicting situation, there will be contradictory situations. And if you want to go for a self-realization, you have to avoid this situation, you have to avoid these people. So he says that you should go to the secluded place. One should be in secluded place if his goal is self-realization, like that. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains in this regard. He says that just like in case of that girl, the bracelets were creating the conflicting situation. Similarly, a devotee, when he associates with the non-devotee, that can create the conflicting situation. So if the devotee is he wants to be very serious in the devotional practices, he should avoid the non-devotee association. He should remain away from this kind of situation. He should always associate with the devotees, right? If person is desiring to get the self-realization, and simultaneously he is associating with the people, those who are inimical toward the devotional service of the Lord, then he will be surely frustrated in his attempts to fulfill the purpose of human form of life, isn't it? So Prabhupada explains very wonderful point in this purport. He says that associating with devotees is non-different than living alone. Why? Because their purpose is one, and that to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when one lives in such community where the purpose is only pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then it's very easy to overcome such a situation, such a controversial or conflicting situation, and one can peacefully practice the devotional service of the Lord. So this particular lesson, Avadhuta Brahmana learned from this marriageable girl. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.